serious three-vehicle crash in southeast Kansas, and the city of Nevada seeks help with the flooding concerns at an animal shelter. KOAM News at 10 is next. Now at 10, the school year in McDonald County, Missouri kicks off with a new teacher academy. Plus, new Tigers walk the halls of Carthage High School with some mentors to show them the ropes. And the Crawford County Sheriff's Department investigates a mysterious headstone.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Rain and thunderstorms roll back through our area. This is KOAM News at 10. I'm Dow Quick. Just how much rain did we get and what comes next? Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Henny.
Yeah, it was nice to get showers and thunderstorms over the past couple days. It's really dried out over about the past 3 weeks, but overall for at least drought situations, we're sitting pretty good because we got so much rain in April, May, and June. But look at some of these amounts, a lot lighter once you get south of I-44, but a lot of 2s, 3s, 4s, 5 inches of rain in spots. Heaviest across the 4-state area near Liberal, 5 or 6 inches over toward Girard, and then down toward Oswego, anywhere from 3 to 6 inches of rain. We do still have some rain out there, mainly northeastern parts of Oklahoma, kind of some lighter showers, and then a few spotty little thunderstorms across the region. But most of this activity really kind of falls apart as we go through the next few hours. And the heat, it's going to return as well. We're going to look at that here in just a bit.
See you soon. The city of Nevada, Missouri has begun a review of flooding causes and solutions for the city's animal shelter. The most recent flood to impact the shelter was on May 19th, which many considered a 100-year flooding event. At that time, floodwater went into the building and the animals had to be removed. The city's enlisted the help of a hydrologist who's been researching the causes of the shelter flooding. City officials say they're also looking at the consultants who originally designed and engineered that building. Big back-to-school event at Pittsburgh's Lincoln Park today was cut short due to the rain. The Pittsburgh Police Department teamed up with Victory Life Church and the Pittsburgh Fire Department to host this annual event. It included a swim at the city pool, Kittyland rides, and food, all free of charge. Sponsors also gave away clothes, backpacks, and school supplies for students in kindergarten through 5th grade.
Getting some basic school supplies just kind of helps to get that school year rolling right. And again, I think that one last fun hurrah is big for kids as well, just to kind of have that last little bit. Seeing kids reconnect maybe that haven't over the summer. Already seen several of those, connections, seeing friends from school, and just really helps them kind of ease in and get ready for the school year.
Families who signed up and are still looking to get school supplies can go to or call Victory Life Church in Pittsburgh. Carthage High School freshmen get an introduction to the coming school year with orientation today. The newest Tigers teamed up with the CHS Link crew. It's a group made up of trained upperclassmen leaders who were on hand to mentor those incoming freshmen. New students participated in campus tours, icebreaker activities, and team building games.
I think Carthage High School is so welcoming. We work really hard to just have the freshmen be just as important and appear to all of the seniors. I think we're really welcoming.
Carthage schools start 1 week from today. The McDonald County School District today held its new Teachers Academy. It's to show first-time teachers how a classroom functions and what's expected of them day one. They get advice on such things as time management, how to handle behavioral issues, and parent interactions.
Just getting rid of some of the nerves and the anxiety. It's teaching is an honored profession, but it is difficult and it's tough. And I think coming in the first time you come in with new students in your first classroom, first day, it's tough. And so we try and prepare them to ease some of that so they can go in and do a great job for us. And we're excited. This is a great bunch of teachers.
Classes start from McDonald County Schools 1 week from tomorrow on the 19th. The city of Fayetteville and Fayetteville Public Schools plan to put a $100,000 grant from the Arkansas Department of Transportation to use ahead of the school year. The grant money will go toward SRTS, or the Safe Routes to School Plan. The city says the school district generates more than 3.5 million vehicle trips every year, making up a large portion of daily traffic. The Outdoor Education and Sustainability Coordinator for Fayetteville Public Schools says the plan has multiple purposes.
Safer Schools is interested in looking at a plan for the infrastructure around all of our schools, but it's also focusing on encouragement and getting more people participating in biking and riding to school.
Plan looks at walking, biking, and rolling conditions at all 17 campuses. Also surveys parents about what they want for their children. Keene also says encouraging students to walk or bike helps them learn more about their community and sustainability. Troopers respond to a serious crash near Iola, Kansas. That story's coming up. But up first, a Kansas community comes together to pay final respects to a fallen police officer. A mystery surfaces in Crawford County after a baby's headstone turns up in the bed of a stolen truck. The Crawford County Sheriff's Department released this image of the infant grave marker recovered from that vehicle. Sheriff Billy Tomasi confirms the headstone does not belong to the owner of the stolen truck. Authorities are now reaching out to the public, hoping someone can help identify the origin of the headstone and eventually return it to wherever it's supposed to be. For more details and contact information, go to our website, koimnewsnow.com. Today, the Joplin Police Department announced the name of the infant at the center of a death investigation from last week. Frontier Forensics in Kansas City says it's completed the autopsy on the 9-month-old boy, Anthony Stapp. The investigation into Anthony's death began Thursday following a 911 call for, quote, unknown trouble at the Oxford Park Apartments in Joplin. When crews arrived, they discovered the unconscious baby who was not breathing. Despite emergency efforts, Anthony died at the scene. While Frontier Forensics has completed its autopsy, the official results are still pending. The JPD says this is still an open and ongoing investigation. Friends and family said goodbye to a sheriff's deputy killed in the line of duty. Wyandotte County Deputy Elijah Ming was fatally shot late last month while responding to a domestic violence call in Kansas City, Kansas. His funeral service included a 21-gun salute and a Kansas Highway Patrol helicopter flyover. The public service also included special tributes from loved ones.
To the Ming family, thank you for sharing Elijah with us. We know the heavy burden that comes with loving someone in law enforcement.
Elijah was more than just a fellow graduate. He was a light in our community, a man whose presence left a lasting impression on everyone privileged to know him. From his early days in our hallways, Elijah stood out not for seeking attention, but for offering it. Always attentive, always kind, and always grounded in a quiet strength. He lived with a genuine sense of purpose, guided by love, compassion, and deep respect for others.
These words are from his brothers. He never strayed from his goal to be a great example to his younger brothers, both by blood and by choice. He loved to teach, to lead, but he was humble enough to defer to those he's respected. He was a protector, he was bold, he was confident, he was unshaken.
The sister came up and the sheriff came up and talked about how he was a protector of people. And protection is nothing but loyalty in action. Loyalty that steps in between danger and those you care about. Whenever danger was present, Elijah did not mind stepping in between danger and those he loved.
While we recognize the missed birthdays, holidays, and other memories that will now not occur, we can never fully understand the hurt in your heart.
A law enforcement procession also went through Kansas City before passing by the Wyandotte County Courthouse, where Ming's police cruiser and a memorial adorned the front lawn. Ming was buried in a private family-only service. Authorities respond to a serious 3-vehicle crash near Iola, Kansas. It happened about 10:50 this morning on Highway 169. Troopers say a car crossed the center line and hit another car head on. That second car hit the back trailer of a semi-truck. The drivers of the two cars both suffered serious injuries. Authorities transported one of them by helicopter for medical treatment. The driver of the semi was not injured. Later, if you plan to do any digging in the Show Me State, well, we have some information you need to know.
And we still have some rain chances in the forecast. We're going to look at that coming up next. Well, again, another day of showers, thunderstorms across the region, something we just haven't had much of over the past few weeks. It's gotten very crunchy out there just due to the amount of heat, humidity that we have been seeing. All right, looking outside, still some showers, even still a few thunderstorms, but our general 4-state region, a big downtick in rain. You can still see a couple little showers kind of popping up south of Springfield. Also, we have some showers out across northeastern parts of Oklahoma. Besides that, pretty quiet, but we do still have a little bit of rain, Miami South to Veneta, Grove, including Grand Lake, over toward Knoll and also Bentonville, picking up some showers, and then it picks up even more once you get into west central parts of Arkansas. Let me take you through time. Showers still sticking around next hour or so, and then as we go through the night into tomorrow morning, pretty calm start. We're going to be starting right around 70, 71 degrees. As we go through the morning hours, there could be a random shower. Most of you are going to be dry on Tuesday. Let me take you into the end of the day. Mid to upper 80s, I'm thinking 87, 88 to 89, and a slight chance for a random pop-up shower. If anything does pop up, it will disappear by the time we get into the evening hours. All right, let's go into Wednesday morning, upper 60s, so a nice comfortable start. And then as we get into the afternoon hours, temperatures a little bit hotter, right around 90 or 91 degrees. And again, a very slight chance for a pop-up shower. So additional rainfall from this point on, not much. We just got to see where any random showers pop up. Still some rain from Table Rock up towards Springfield as we go through the next few hours. All right, 70 in the morning, 82 by noon, high temp, 89 degrees. Great shot of our Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. Indigo is just outside of Seneca, Missouri. Look at our temperatures, pretty comfortable. Lower 70s right now, which we will take, but notice our dew points in a degree fashion almost match our temperature. That means we're close to 100% relative humidity. Still feels a little sticky, a little bit muggy out there. So our rain has been caused by our upper level flow. See this wave right through here, and then you got this little upper level access that is kind of pushing through, and that has been giving us those showers and thunderstorms. But the heat will return. Once we get into Thursday, we're back into the mid 90s. By Friday, we're back into the upper 90s. At least the humidity, not too bad. It'll creep up as we go into the weekend. By Saturday, we're upper 90s to near 100 degrees, so we're rivaling the hottest temperatures we have seen so far this summer season. And then Sunday, we may get an isolated thunderstorm or two. But the reason we're going to heat up is our big heat dome decides he would like to push back into the region by the time we get into the second half of this week. All right, 89 on your Tuesday. Let's go 91 on Wednesday, 94 Thursday, 97s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Rain chances return here in about a week. No triple digits. We're going to get close, but no triple digits, which is good.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it in the double digits.
Let's do it.
Thanks, Doug. Today is 8/11 day, triple digits there. Makes sense since today is August 11th. If you don't know what that means, well, it's a free service that locates the utility lines in your yard and marks them to avoid damaging them as you work. From installing a mailbox to installing a deck, whatever, utility companies stress the importance of calling 811. Call it at least 3 days before your project starts. If you do damage, say, a pipeline, do not attempt to stop or slow down the flow of the natural gas. Keep everyone a safe distance away and call 911, your utility company, and 811 to report the damage. A study by the American Heart Association found foods which include sugary drinks, processed meats, candy, commercially baked goods, those are all linked to a higher risk for heart disease, chronic illness, and death. The association recommends cutting back on the most harmful ultra-processed foods like that and following a diet rich in fruits and veggies, low-fat, low-sugar dairy, and lean proteins like fish and poultry. New research on the health benefits for people using the weight loss drug semaglutide. A study published in JAMA found people who lost weight using the popular drug also saw their blood pressure and cholesterol drop. But the study also found that patients who used semaglutide saw their healthcare expenses rise for things like follow-up visits and monitoring. High-performance athletes might face a higher risk of depression. Portuguese researchers found that despite the fact that physical activity is generally known to boost mental health, elite athletes face specific pressures like nerves, injury concerns, and identity crises, which can contribute to depression. Young athletes are also at risk for mental health challenges linked to competitive sports. Still ahead, the Royals and Cardinals are back in action tonight as they look to inch closer to the final wild card seed. We're going to give you an update on their matchups. And the Roper Honda AJGA golf tournament takes center stage this week. We're going to hear from the tournament director next.
Well, a lot of eyes are on the FedEx Cup playoffs on the PGA Tour. Aspiring young golfers are hitting the links this week in Joplin. 78 boys and girls aged 12 to 19 looking to qualify for the Roper Honda AJGA Junior Championship at Twin Hills Golf and Country Club today. 6 boys and 4 girls advance to the 3-round Junior Am tournament, aimed to prepare the young golfers for the next step in their golfing careers.
A big goal for us is to grow them not only as golfers, but also as individuals. They write thank you cards at the end of the week, so we just try to build that, build their personalities as golfers, and also realize that what they're doing, they're very lucky to do, and kind of show them and build their skills of appreciation that they're going to need. I think a big thing is just being out here and competing. This is a really strong field this week, and just being out here for the 3 days that they compete and competing against some of the best golfers across the nation, as well as some players from other nations.
After long road trips for both teams, the Royals and Cardinals are back at home in front of their home crowds as they begin new series to open the week. Kansas City's coming off a tough weekend, dropping 2 of 3 games in Minnesota against the Twins. But after a 9-game road trip, they return to Kauffman Stadium for a 3-game set against the Nationals. And as the Royals, they'll pick up that first game of the series in that opener, 7-4. It was El Capitan, Salvador Perez, Kyle Isbell each clearing the yard with 2-run homers. Then there's Carlos Estevez, becoming the first Royals closer since Ian Kennedy in 2019 to record 30 saves in a season. Cardinals are coming off a big series win over the weekend in Chicago over the Cubs, but they had revenge on their mind entering tonight with the Rockies traveling to Busch Stadium for 3 games. Where after the All-Star break, Colorado took 2 of 3 from the Redbirds at their home in Coors Field. Cardinals taking game 1 of their series as well, winning 3-2 over the Rockies. Brendan Donovan, he played the hero tonight, game-winning 2-run double in the 8th inning. Some of these golfers, it has me in the mood to golf, and luckily I'll be golfing tomorrow at the fundraiser event, so I'm excited, kind of nervous because I don't know what the expectations are.
Well, one thing, I expect you to get some sleep as soon as you can because you're getting an early start tomorrow.
Right away. Right when I get home,
Okay.
my head's on the pillow.
Good idea. We'll be right back. Young woman who was diagnosed with diabetes when she was a child, she's now giving back to the Children's Hospital in St. Louis, Missouri that cared for her. She's donating special Barbie dolls to dozens of patients like herself. Elena Chappie spoke with the woman about her mission.
So much of my life has changed.
In a place all too familiar,
That sky bridge holds a lot of memories.
Caroline Gates is back where her life changed forever.
Yeah, I was 11.
But this time, she's back at St. Louis Children's Hospital with a new mission.
Hi, you guys!
Delivering Barbies.
I have Barbies!
That share the same diagnosis as her, type 1 diabetes.
And the pump comes out too.
Thanks to the $7,000 in donations,
To have my community support me and recognize that it is challenges and it's hoops and it is pressure every single day, and you wake up and you do it over and over again. To have them recognize that that is something that should be celebrated is really, really beautiful.
she now hopes these Barbies will remind other type 1 diabetes patients they're never alone.
You know, change is scary, and I just hope that this Barbie helps make that change a little bit brighter for them.
And for the women on the endocrine team, it's the message behind them.
These are so cool.
That will help to tell a child's story.
So it's a great way for kids who have diabetes to teach others about what their diagnosis is and everything that comes a part of it.
So for Caroline, while it may just be a doll,
You know, and everything I do in life, I try to do it, you know, with love and a little bit of Jesus and a whole lot of diabetes.
it's really a piece of her story. Proof that the smallest gifts can carry the biggest hope. In St. Louis,
As long as I'm walking on this earth, I will be delivering Barbies to you guys.
A GoFundMe is accepting donations for people who want to help with that project. Some of you, quite a lot of you actually, got a good amount of rain today.
Yeah, a lot of us across the region have picked up anywhere from 1 to 5 inches over about the past 36 hours. Rain chances really going down. Still spotty storm Tuesday into Wednesday. Temperatures going up late this week, so enjoy the upper 80s tomorrow because we go upper 90s by the weekend.
So upper 80s will seem cool
Yes,
in
it will.
retrospect. Final sports note.
Royals and Cardinals getting back in the win column tonight. Both teams are right within 4 or 3.5 games in that final wildcard spot. So it's getting hot and heavy as this season starts to hit that final stretch.
Yeah, not a lot of time left. You need to keep the pedal to the metal, as they say. Thanks for joining us. Morning show starts at 5 a.m. Let's make it a great tomorrow.